Okay, so I'm doing this video for all the dads out there because I saw something not too long ago that really pissed me off while I was out with my son at the grocery store, and something that happened in the parking lot just struck a chord in me, and I felt like I had to put this message out there because I don't really think that some people understand the responsibility that comes along with being a parent, especially if you have multiple children. And I only have one son, but the thing is that if I had multiple children, I know I would still do this because it's a mindset shift. And I don't feel like people's mindset are in the right place sometimes. I think that they're wrapped up in whatever else they're thinking about or whatever else they're doing, and their priority isn't in the right place. So here's what happened. I'm walking in the parking lot, and I have my son in the cart, and we're going back to the truck. As I'm walking in the parking lot, I notice this man with two children. One's probably around 6 or 7, and the other one's around 2 to maybe 3 years old. Both daughters. The father takes the older child and puts her in the car first and starts securing her in the car, while the younger child, 2 to 3 years old, is still in the cart behind the minivan, and he cannot see her because of where she's positioned at the corner. So the cart is, here. If this is the back of the minivan and this is the edge of it, she's more lined up over here. So he can't see her. And she's also in the back. So two things wrong with that. I'm walking right by her. Now, if I was somebody else and I wanted to, abduct this child, I could have, and he would have no idea unless the child started screaming or something like that. Or if a car was pulling out or pulling in and accidentally bumped the cart or something like that, she would have been stuck in the cart. So that's number one. Two, you shouldn't secure your oldest child first. They should be more self-sufficient or self-sufficient enough so that they can actually get into the car while you're holding or at least securing your child. He could have easily pulled his cart in between the other two cars, and she would have been a lot safer off. So securing your oldest child when they're probably able to get themselves at least into the car or the car seat by themselves while you have your child in your hand is, the most important thing. I feel like you should have both of them secure and know where both of them are. The reason I know that he didn't know where the child was is because it took probably about a minute to a minute and a half, but by the time I got to my truck and got my son out of the car seat, the cart, I noticed that she was climbing out of the cart and down onto the ground, and he still wasn't out of the car yet. If she would have taken 5 steps, to her left, she would have been in the middle of the parking lot. And then he finally comes out of the car and looks down as if to think, I don't know what he said, but he's, looking down like, whoa, where the hell did you come from? Meaning he still had no idea that she got out of the cart while she was climbing out of it. So I almost said something, but I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, here's this guy who could have just had his daughter taken or injured or hurt because you have no idea what's going to happen. And this is not about being paranoid. I am not a paranoid person. It's about being prepared and getting yourself in the right mindset. Because if you get into a car, do you put your seatbelt on? If the answer is yes, the next question for you is, are you being paranoid that you're going to get into an accident? Most people would say, no, I'm not paranoid. I'm just being prepared, God forbid, if I ever do get into an accident. So it's the same exact thing. Whenever you go out, there's a chance that something could happen. And just taking that 1 second to pick your daughter up out of the cart and hold your other child's hand and say, good, you get in, and now I'm going to secure them in, and then there you go. So that should have been done right away. And I cannot believe that this guy allowed his daughter to sit in the cart that long where she climbed out of it, which wasn't easy. I mean, I couldn't believe that she was actually athletic enough to do that because of how small she was, but she was able to climb out of the cart and onto the ground. And like I said, if she went 5 feet this way, she would have been in the middle of the parking lot, which is another huge risk. So I'm putting this video out there to kind of wake these people up. And maybe this guy will see this video and think, oh shit, I'm the one that did that. But wake the hell up and actually get your mindset in the right place. This is the reason that stupid accidents happen, because people are either on their phones or thinking about something else, and this kind of stuff shouldn't happen. We have responsibilities as parents, especially as dads, as the protectors in the family, to watch over our kids, watch over our family, and make sure that they're safe. And if you're not fit enough to do so, then get yourself fit. If you're not healthy enough to do so, get yourself healthy. And if your mindset isn't in the right spot, fix it and get it in the right spot.